Hi guys, welcome back to another review. Today we've got a really cool kind of adjustable iris aperture diaphragm, and it's from a company called Photo-Aim. And specifically they make them for the for a PVS-14. And I do have a PVS-14 here, and I've already installed it, but I'll show you really quickly. So yeah, you can just adjust the diaphragm, and you can really cool. It has kind of a sacrificial lens right here on top, and yeah, you can remove that, but yeah, it allows you to make it bigger or smaller, and that's about as small as it gets. A little tiny pinhole, you know, compared to the pinhole on the actual cover. It's right here. So the cover is a bit smaller. This is a bit larger. I'm not sure if it would actually be safe to run these with that size hole during the day. I don't know if that's safe or not. Me personally, I wouldn't trust it, but I mean, I guess you could do it if you're in a pinch. But yeah, doing this is quite easy. Installing, uninstalling is quite easy. There are threads located inside of your PVS-14, and then there are threads right here that just very easily, here, let me put the cap on, a little bit easier, that thread in really easily here, okay, and then they thread on, and it's easy. It comes with a little cap. You can remove the cap if you want to. The biggest con that one thing I really don't like about it is when I tested it out, and I'll go ahead and I'll put some pictures in it. But obviously you have an IR light here, and when you turn the IR light on, just this portion right here, because it's a little bit bigger, it blocks it. So you kind of see that shadow. So that's one thing I'm not a real fan of. I don't like seeing that shadow. However, on the flip side, I really don't use this particular IR, the illuminator on the device itself. I have an external illuminator on my helmet, so I use that most of the time. So as long as I'm using that illuminator, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, just something to be aware of. But overall, I've used it a couple times. I like it. I mean, you can adjust it, but another thing I'm not a real big fan of, it does make the device a little bit bigger. I don't like how much larger it is. I try to keep my device relatively low profile, and this particular device, it just kind of makes it kind of bigger and bulky. Compare that to what I usually run on here. This is from Wilcox, and this is their sacrificial lens, and I usually have that here. But again, it's two completely different functions, you know. For me, this keeps it nice and slim, and still gives me a sacrificial lens. But again, this is adjustable, so you have to, you know, give a little, you know, you win some, you lose some, right, gents? Okay. But yeah, overall good product, and I will use it occasionally, and I'll take it off occasionally and run the other one. But yeah, kind of swap them in and out. All right, guys, until next time, see you soon.